evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the official Royal stream of Red versus Fuck You May. Over to my man, No Limits.
Yo, what's up, guys? This is actually an exciting night to watch this game, and we've got two fantastic teams, Forky Mates as well as Red, going head-to-head in the Division 1 matchup. This has actually been a much-anticipated game throughout the week, though. I mean, I've been really looking forward to this as well, and yeah, just excited to be here to watch this and take part of this, eh?
Oh, definitely. I agree 100%. We've got our main man 9 seconds on the camera movement, so if you are a bit motion sickness, don't stress. You're in good hands. This man will take you places you've never been before.
What?
I'm telling you. And over to our special guest. We're trying to do this every stream. We've got a special guest, a very special person, very close to our hearts, Mr. Whole Muscle from Mad. How's it, bro?
Hey, what's up, guys?
Lekker, man. Nice. I'm so glad you could join us for this stream, my bro. So your input would be actually very, very nice and good for the stream.
Yeah, thanks for having me, guys. I've been looking forward to this match. Red and Forky made both machine teams. They've surprised this season, so yeah, I think it's going to be a good match.
Yeah, no limit said to me, we have to do the stream with you. That's the only way you'll join Royal.
So boys, do we have a start time there?
Checking now for us at the moment. Yeah, I mean, it's a bit sad. I mean, for a lot of the guys that don't know about it, unfortunately, Mad had to pull out of Season 1. That's obviously just due to so let's put it, a lack of interest from a lot of the players, and also maybe one or two of the players moving onto, can't say greener pastures and that, but onto new beginnings rather. And I mean, yeah, it's a little bit sad to see the guys leave the Division 1 at the moment. Really sad to see.
You know what? It's been a difficult decision, but I think it'll be best for Mad as a clan as well. I mean, we've been playing Battlefield 1 since the beginning, and as you said, a lot of the guys are over it. So we want to start Battlefield 5 with a new energy. So
yes,
yeah, we're going to focus on that.
Yeah, sometimes it's good as a clan to just step back a bit, realize you've actually exhausted everything here on this one.
Exactly.
And start afresh on the new server, get a good heads up, and then recoup and then get your strats back in order.
Yeah, I think that's exactly. We just want to get our heads back in the game and just have a rest for a while as well.
Yeah, and also definitely a bit of time to do a bit of recruiting on your guys' end. I mean, obviously just for the players that took a hike there. So
yeah, exactly. Yeah, that we'll have to do as well. Yeah.
Yeah. Especially we got confirmation that the game will start now at 3. So there we go.
Yeah, I see they've spawned. Yeah.
Hey, we've got 2 planes in the sky.
So boys, your guys' outcome? Any predictions for this game?
It's going to be a close match, but I definitely think Forky Mates are hungry tonight, and I definitely think they're going to show the boys tonight on this map what's all about.
No, definitely. I mean, Forky Mate, both games that they've played this season. I mean, you'd never think that Division 1 would be an easy sweep through for any team at the end of the day. I mean, so obviously losing both games already, like you said, they are going to be hungry for that first win against Red, though. Yeah.
And we've got Forky Mate in the red and red in the blue, which is quite odd. But anyway, I see a couple of players parachuting in on C. We got.
It's going to be interesting. There's 2 tanks. They're going to clash at Charlie.
Right here. Then we got. I think it's Duncan, and yeah. So that tank is. Where's the tank coming from now, bro? Oh, yes, it's here on the left of Charlie.
It looks like we got both Judge Dredd in a tank as well as Duncano, and then it looks like Ginger Ninja as well as Nikukumast. Both
Ginger Ninja on the flanking on the left there, and he's going to camp that section to stop the Forky Mates from flanking on the left-hand side. Red with a little bit of a lead early on, but I'm glad to see all of the guys are capturing the right flags and not pulling a Royal and trying to capture the wrong flags. But anyway, it happens. And
see Red coming with a
big push now in the front. Oh yes, I see that.
Now we've got both sides of Charlie now. 3 sides. Amir also coming at the back.
Yeah, Alpha Whiskey dropping one gun. Oh, it gets taken up by a rocket gun to the face. That always stops you. We got
bunch
a
of B92 taking out 2 guys.
it's looking very impressive. Seems like yeah, and Charlie, we've got Ginger Ninja in the tank. He's getting a bit of a knock there. He's gonna come out and get a repair. And seems like the Pokemon.
No, Lemno will go there. There he's down.
You know what, it's going to be interesting to see this matchup. I mean, especially, you know what would be great to see 4Q mates actually play exactly the same like they did against LGD. I mean, the guys gave LGD a great run for their money at the end of the day. And I mean, we really didn't expect it from the 4Q mate boys in the beginning. But I mean, if they can just apply the same principle to this game, I think it might go in the favor of 4Q mates as well, though, eh?
Yeah, no, definitely.
Yeah. I think it's difficult to even try and guess which team will take it here, because I think they're so evenly matched.
No, definitely, man. And tell me, guys, any plays that might stand out from you, for both of you guys, from either Red or 4Q mates?
For me, I definitely think Alpha Whiskey's he's very strong.
Yeah.
And then on the other side, I don't know. It's a tight one. Maybe Amir. I don't know.
Amir is a good medic.
Yeah.
I mean, he can obviously play. Speaking about 2 of them, Alpha Whiskey and Amir, having a 1v1 here behind Charlie.
You laugh.
Oh, and Amir takes Alpha Whiskey.
Alright, so that settles it.
And takes Amir.
So we got the tank here on the front of Charlie. Seems like it's trying to go in and it's popping smoke, causing a bit of confusion. And seems like they're going to go for a push here. 2 men, 1 tank. I think there's 2 supports repairing that guy. Nice little move there.
As we can see, both Von Pronk and Brawler FC going in hard, trying to take the tank out at the moment. We've got Amir coming up from behind, but takes out.
Oh, he might take tank. Oh, he takes tank! Oh! Look at the spike to the neck, bro.
Jeez. One thing that I've noticed that the 4Q mate boys are actually lacking at the moment, I mean, there's a very subtle push coming in from the boys onto the C points at the moment. I mean, they've maybe got 1 or 2 or 3 Oaks busy contesting that point the whole time from what I can see, though. But I mean, yeah, they've got to play a little bit more aggressive when it comes down to the C objective. I mean, C would be a holding ground for this map specifically, though.
No, let me just interrupt you there. We got a big push on Alpha here. We got 3 guys with the 4Q mates on Alpha, capturing home flag, and there is absolutely no one near to take it back.
Looks like we got Lemnal there. Lemnal busy taking out Von Pronk over there. Is he aware of Alpha Whiskey or Brawler inside their shed at the moment?
And he was
Unfortunately not, eh?
He was lit like a lion match, bro. That I got flipping hammered.
It'll be interesting to see what she does if she pulls back and no, she doesn't. Okay, never mind.
Oh, she just went in there. She was like, "What's going on here?"
Yeah.
Shit,
I thought she might stay back for a spawn.
Yeah.
But, yeah.
And it seems like 4Q mates have done a clever little move here, A and E, and they're leaving Charlie because they know they can't contest. Very smart.
Almost all. I do see here in the comments that there is a lot of love here for you, eh? I mean, yeah, we got Jew saying, what's the similarity between Man and ESCOM? They both used to have power. Mr. Mad Dog at Homosel, how's the foundation over there at Mad? I know some good builders. Jew again. ESCOM suffers load shedding, Mad suffers player shedding.
Guys, cutting deep in here, eh?
Cutting very deep tonight, eh?
Those are cutting deep and throwing salt and vinegar, bro.
Yes.
Yeah.
Salt, vinegar, and then just to top it off some mercurochrome.
Yeah, sir. No, fuck that mercury, bro. And I see Alpha's getting capped finally from the red guys, which is... Oh, and they're getting a big push again on Alpha. I mean, we've got 2 against 3, 3 against 1. And I think, I don't know who that is. He's gonna get pumped, bro. Lem now gets pumped by Alpha Whiskey. Nice little move there, and there we go again. They're capping it back. It seems like this is working for the guys. I mean, That push on Alpha, the guys can't take their home flag back. I can't understand it. It's really, really important to keep your home flag. And the red guys are gonna feel it now in the next few minutes if they don't get their flag back.
I mean, this is a close 5-ticket match so far.
Yeah. And I mean, you lose your home flag, that means you got to move off Charlie to push back to your home flag, and it gives an opportunity for the guys to push in.
I mean, that gives Hockey Mates the chance of pushing on both sides for Charlie.
Yeah.
Tell me, in a situation with the Mad team when you guys were still around and playing in that, I mean, how would you guys have obviously progressed from here if you were in the situation of Red though?
Honestly, that would be take one flag, take your own flag. Obviously, take your own flag back. I mean, losing your home flag is a big one. So that's,
see, they are capping it back now, but the guys are on it. Alpha Whiskey, no, sorry. Oh, you saw full squad on Alpha.
Yeah, no, they're not. There's a tank moving in on Alpha now as well.
Yeah, I mean, it looks like we've got 1, 2, 3. We've got six of the 4QMA players on that Alpha flag at the moment, if not more. It looks like 7, no 6 still. Yeah. And then we've got Ginger Ninja busy pushing in with the tank now at the moment. I mean, obviously the 4QMA boys are obviously trying to break the momentum from the Red Skies. And yeah, I mean, just leaving that C flag just open for play at the moment. I mean, obviously distracting the boys, allowing them to push back to their objective. Now would be a key point for the 4QMA boys to jump back onto that C point and grab a bit of home ground over there.
Alpha Whiskey takes out Ginger Ninja with a tricky little, sneaky little landmine there.
Oh, we got Big Boss coming in 3 against 1. He tops one guy. He's getting some reinforcements down the road. We've got Lazy Alpha, maybe Brothers of Whiskey Alpha, I don't know. And they both get dropped now, and Alpha's getting kept back. And they didn't take that opportunity to cap Charlie back. It's a bit worrying there about the 4K mates. I mean, they had a good comeback lead there, and now they're actually going to lose it here. We've got a tank on the objective. I just can't understand how many. Is it 12v12 tonight? Oh, yeah. And Red's dropped a player.
Strange thing is that, it seems like their communication is not up to what it's supposed to be. I mean, as you said, Charlie was open there for the taking. They're taking it now, but yeah, we'll see what
they took their time attacking, yeah.
Exactly. So you got three guys on Charlie, only one is capping.
Yeah, it's just weird. I thought the bigger the first division, the guys would have a 16 versus 16. You know, you've got quite a few guys that could play for them. Which, but I don't know if maybe the load shedding affected them as well. No, it wasn't a joke. I'm being serious.
No, but yeah, well.
Maybe they actually originally had a 16 versus 16, and then something happened. I'm not so sure, because I know 4QMate's got quite a few players. So
yeah, true. Some of the bigger clans are obviously Division 1. That's what attracts a lot of the players.
Yeah.
See, 4QMate's having Charlie. It's strange that Red doesn't even decide to go for Echo.
Yeah, they're contesting Charlie, and they think that's going to help them. But they've got a bit of a cushion now, so they can take their time to get Charlie back. I mean, if they do it right, they'll get it back in time before the tickets change over. So, but it's a very evenly. Yeah, sorry.
Yeah, but what's strange to me is it's as if where is 4QMate's players?
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to say. Where are? I mean, I know they got 2 planes in the sky. We got one guy on Echo, and that's Springbok, and he loves camping. Fuck, it's pulled out a scuttle there, and the boy keeps pot.
But look, I mean, at the end of the day, I mean, you wouldn't expect too many strats coming from the 4QMAs guys, and that. I mean, they're more of a social clan than anything else. So, I mean, but they love that bit of that competitive scene at the end of the day, though. So I mean, they don't really strive themselves too much on strats and that, but they are potentially good as a competitive clan and that, and they've got the potential to be one of the biggest clans in SA. They just need to apply themselves a little bit to other. I mean, their tactics at the moment, it seems like a lot of their players are too scattered and uncoordinated at the moment, though.
Exactly.
Whereas the Red Boys are a little bit more tight knit, and just understanding a little bit each other a little bit better there.
I think at the moment they're capitalizing on Red dropping a player, but the moment they're gonna have the player back, because I mean Charlie, there's a lot of guys outside of Charlie, but there's no one inside of Charlie.
Exactly.
I don't know why
No
they're
one
not
capturing the flag.
pushing in. Yeah.
We've got Bester. Yeah, he was pumping a plane now earlier with the anti-air, and he's camping back with the sniper. So we've got one man down on Echo. He's from Fokimate. He's on there, which means we've got how many guys in the sky? We've got one guy in the plane. So that's 2 guys out of the 12, and then that means there should be two squads of 5 in front of us here, and I only see.
And I don't see him.
I don't see them.
I see one guy.
I've got
Literally.
Yeah, I got Judge. What's his Judge? He's on the entrance of Charlie. Yeah, he's on the entrance of Charlie. But maybe they're on. Yeah, they are. Yeah, they are.
Yeah, but it's strange that they don't spawn in quicker. I mean, there's 2 out of the 5 there. Okay, they're starting to come in.
Yeah.
But I mean, they're not pushing the flag. Who's that?
You can locate all the Fokimate members
pushing,
on A.
Again, he's pushing up the. Exactly, that's overcommitting on a flag.
I mean,
Alpha Whiskey getting engaged now. Oh.
We had 3 of the Fokimate boys busy contending C at the moment, or contesting, should I say.
Oh,
but I mean, obviously, the Red boys sitting with like 6 or 7 of their players over there. I mean, obviously allowing a massive gap for the Fokimate boys just to capitalize on their mistakes at the moment. I mean, it's simple. Just like communication, guys, communication. Call it out a bit, eh?
The one name I do see that's missing is
Yeah.
Dunks. Is Dunks from Red. Don't see him on the player list.
Yeah, no, he's not there.
Oh,
Well, I
wow.
just wanna
Okay,
find
funny
out-
enough, Dunks is
Yeah.
actually commenting on the stream. He's busy watching the stream live. Dunks, can you give us a reason as to why you're not playing, my man?
But I just want to find out from you guys, what do you think? Fokimate last season were absolutely amazing with Rush, but I feel the Conquest is a different ball game, and it seems like they're struggling a little bit with it.
I don't know, not really. I mean, watching their games against both, if I'm not mistaken, they have played Mad already, both against Mad and LGD, if I'm not mistaken, that's who they've played.
Yeah.
But I mean, both games have been phenomenal. I mean, they were pretty close to LGD. Obviously, I mean, a huge factor that comes into play with the Conquest games now is that 3D spotting's off for a lot of teams. And I mean, and there's a lot of players that just rely on it instead of, just using their basic instincts and checking out corners and, and just using their basic instincts, checking corners. I mean, applying their minds to the map, and so. I suppose that's what gives Fokimate a bit of an advantage over there compared to like your bigger teams than that. They're actually more proficient when it came down to Rush with the spotting and everything like that. So I mean, tides have turned a little bit, eh?
Yeah, no,
I mean, guys,
definitely.
look at Fokimate here on Charlie. There is 2 tanks and about 5 players outside of Charlie.
No,
And they're not pushing.
They're
No,
not
we got
pushing anything.
2 of the Fokimate boys busy pushing over the hill of the mountain, and then obviously one of the guys trying to contest from the side entrance though.
They need
Yeah,
to
but-
take
but-
that one
but-
heavy tank around the side and flank. Why are they not?
Exactly.
They're literally sitting there with 2 tanks at one point. It's
Now they're bringing the heavy tank inside. They can't move that thing inside there.
Dunks has
Fuck,
asked for
bro.
Dunks has asked for a shout out to Snuggles the Evil, who's currently in ICU. All the best, get well soon.
Shit, my bro. Well, yeah, from the Royal Stream team and that, man, we hope you get better soon, my bud.
Yeah, bro. Jeez, I hope you're okay, my bro. Jeez, that's not lekker.
Well, I mean, today's been a very big turning tide for the Battlefield community. I mean, especially with a lot that's been happening at the moment. And I mean, we've hit a bit of breaking news and that from Mad this morning. Tons of accusations flying around over Facebook and the Rose channel on Discord. I've got to say, dude, it's been one hell of a good day for Battlefield today.
Yeah, no, but let's be honest, Mad is one of the old-time favorite squads in Battlefield Clan Wars, and when I started this competition with the guys, I mean, our first game was against Mad, and we got hammered.
No, we didn't. We
On,
actually beat them.
Yeah,
We beat them
No,
2-1.
not a T5, not a T5. It was it was a Conquest.
Yeah, no.
Yeah,
the
the
opening
T5,
season
I
we
know
did
you
a
guys were
pre-warm-up, yeah.
strong from the start. From the
Yeah,
get-go.
no,
I mean,
but
I was there.
Yeah, almost. So you played against us in our first match ever in Battlefield Tech
Yeah.
Wars, and you guys
Yeah.
lost 2-1.
Yes, we came back on that one. I don't know how we pulled that one out. Fuck.
Home also got
I-
clever.
Yeah.
I do see
No, but that
that
was
Judge
one of my
Dredd is
favorite
still
maps.
sitting at the back here, at the back of C, just firing his little light tank down the passage. I don't
This
understand
is
why
where
he's not
Judge Red
pushing it
needs
in.
to go in there,
But it'll-
bump a couple O's and reverse, just to
Not-
stop them from
Not
capping the
even
flag.
this. He doesn't
But it's
necessarily
gonna
need
be
to go
interesting.
inside. He
Niku
can
is
just yeah.
flanking down the bottom here.
Yeah, dude, I mean, check us out. This might actually be a trip cap coming in from the Red Oaks. I mean, we've got 3 of them sitting on the E flag. I mean, there was one guy, one of the Forky mates that actually did push. Unfortunately, unsuccessful through it, though. However, we've got Springbok coming in up the hill there onto the E flag and that. But we still got your boy Puhumba, Frisk, as well as Lemnel that are busy holding down that flag solidly. Let's hope that Judge Dredd in that light tank can make something out of this, and then Big Boots obviously assisting with that bomber.
If they get this flag now, I don't see it possible for Pokemon to come back from this map.
Yeah, recovery would be difficult.
And I can't understand, they pushed the tank from that was pushing Charlie, came all the way back now to Echo to fight. And well done.
just
He
cleared
managed
it
to
off.
take just clears it, but now he's
Gotta
going
give
to
that
get the
to-
cap.
Ooh,
But
Judge
I
Dredd
was
just
about
gets
to
taken
say
out by the
that
code.
The tank hunter's on his way.
Okay, there we go. Now we got some reinforcements here. But now the guys have to work hard. Oh, and Alpha's getting capped, guys. We had a flank there as well, but now the whole red team is converging on Alpha from both sides. Look at this.
It'll be
And it's
interesting
only
to see
two-
what Pokemon
Two
does on Charlie now.
Pokemon.
You got Brawler sitting trying to hide, and Brawler just gets taken out by Amir.
We got a parachute in here on the left from Besta, and he gets smashed. Yesterday, it looks like
See,
a
Big
Trump
Boots
wall
clan
of
must-
bullets.
they start spawning. See, Charlie is going to be contested now. Yep, there they go.
Now, if they can hold Charlie, they'll need to get their trip cap to come back. If you ask
Yeah,
me,
they
I
will.
don't
No, they're
think
going to need a
it's.
trip cap to take it.
Yeah, they're gonna need to just clear out Charlie now, and then work on.
And he takes
Work
out the
on
tank
Alpha.
hunter with a tank. Was it Duncano? It seems
Took out the plane.
Yeah, with a tank. Took out the tank hunter.
Ah, my
So
man.
that's going to make a big difference because I mean that tank hunter is
It's just
so irritating to the tanks.
yeah, I just
Saw him take
So
out a couple
easy
of
to-
tanks earlier.
yeah. We got an
I mean, I'm
engagement
just
on
actually
Charlie.
on a bit of a first-person view over here with Amir at the moment. I mean, sure, he might actually go down by the looks of it. Not turning around to contest at all. But I mean, some fantastic plays coming in from him. I mean, it's now, he's on a 4 or 5 kill streak over here at the moment. Does he spot that other? Yes, he does. Oh, unfortunately,
pretty
gets
good
taken
start.
out there by Francois, though. He's definitely a player to look out for in the red team at the moment. I mean, fantastic. Oh,
I mean, at 35 and 12, he's doing very, very well. And we've got Alpha Whiskey on 27 and 21. He's getting his kills, but it's being a little bit expensive.
Exactly, man. I mean, obviously Pringle's another fantastic scout to watch for out in this game, and that's he's also been doing a phenomenal job tonight. I mean, sitting 20 and 10 at the moment.
But I mean, if you look at Fokimate's tanks, their tanks aren't pushing anything. They're both sitting in front of Charlie, even though Charlie is being taken back by Red. They're just chilling.
No. Definitely, I mean, one thing I would definitely from the Forky-mate side in that, I mean, I wouldn't have at least 3 reps running on that tank. I mean, at a point I was busy watching 2 to 3 of them busy rep the Duncano's tank over there, I think it was.
Yeah, there's two again now. Oh.
I mean, they should have a dedicated squad to obviously contend their tanks and that. I mean, obviously leaving a bit of breathing room for their tanks to push onto that C objective though. But I mean, this is looking like a runaway game at the moment for Red. I mean, just pull back in that C objective now, busy trying to break the momentum of the Forky-mate boys pushing onto that C flag and then hopefully progress slowly towards the E point there as well.
Well, just to let you guys know, the map at the moment has one of the rarest weather conditions you'll ever get on this map. It's raining now.
It's not often
And
that you see the rain though, yeah.
yeah, it's super rare. I think you can play over 50 matches and it'll rain once on this map.
So,
That's how rare it is.
I haven't even noticed that.
Yeah, so just to let you know, something pretty amazing right now. We're just witnessing it now. Might have a landslide here. You see how it goes.
I wouldn't put it past Battlefield, well, EA to actually do that in the game, mate.
Yeah, I know, that'll be sick, eh? Bring out that. So remember how in Battlefield 4 the buildings used to just be that one China city where it just collapsed, changed the map completely. Shanghai,
no.
yeah.
Yeah, that massive building
Siege
in
of
the bottom.
Shanghai.
Yeah, Siege of
Yeah,
Shanghai.
Siege of Shanghai. Yeah, that was so. I love being on the top of that building, bro. And as it just gets destroyed, you just pull out your parachute. And you come straight down, bro. Oh, the best.
Well, I mean, having a look here at the closing stages of the game, I mean, we've got both Forky busy contesting for that A flag and busy looking to regain a bit of ground in that. But I mean, this is a clear win for the boys at Red in that. So, yeah, take my hats off to you guys. Just a few more kills and it's all yours, boys.
I will not lie. I will not lie. I literally thought Red were red and Forky were blue. Even though Zach mentioned it, I'm sitting here going, Forky mates have won the game, but then you just said that, I was like, ouch.
Yeah. But I honestly think the strategy for Forky mates was actually, they didn't care about this map, it's the next two ones they want to focus on.
That's it, man. And just looking at the recap of the first round, I mean, we've got Red obviously taking the game 500 to 4-9. I mean, the star player obviously standing out for the boys from Red. He is Amir, followed secondly by Pringles himself, though. Yeah, great pushes there by the Red boys at the end. I mean, 4 points, I thought Forky mates had this thing knocked down. Obviously going to push it straight through to the end, though. But I mean, having a look there from the Forky mate boys side, I mean, we've got Alpha Whiskey going 28 and 23, and Brawler going 22 and 23. And Duncano 16 and 6. I mean, you would expect a lot more from the tankers this round. I mean, your guys' thoughts on this?
I just feel the Forky mates tanks were not used strategically. The guys were lacking on the flanks with the tanks. You know, you don't want the tank coming down the same passage the whole time, because then they'll just throw mines down. You want those heavy tanks to come down on the area where they can turn around and get away easily. So having them in the middle of the flag of Charlie down that narrow corridor, rocket guns will go through there so easy. So I just feel that the tanks need to just be more aggressive. Get in there and fight.
Yeah, I couldn't agree more. They tanks, they kept on lagging behind, and not pushing in on anything.
Yeah, it's just that.
I mean, the tank is there for cover.
Yes.
It's there for cover. It's there to assist with the push. I mean, that light tank, it can literally climb up that mountainside, but yet they just kept it back in between home base and sea flag. It was useless.
There's actually a neat little trick to that light tank climbing a hill that not a lot of players actually found this out, I suppose, though. But just as quickly as they can drive on a straight leveled surface, you can actually travel at the same speed going up the hill without any time delay in that. I mean, there's just that thing about where you flick it to your analog to the left and right the whole time, where it does almost like a little bit of a snake movement up the hill, and it actually goes quicker up the hill, that light tank, eh?
Boys, do we have a spawn time there? Oh wait, hold on, there seems to be a mix-up with the players.
Yeah, and they're just changing it up now. That music is very nice. Who's playing it?
Oh, it's myself, sorry. It's actually... There you go, Zach.
Ah, okay, you caused Limus to leave the party. He doesn't like your music.
All good for me.
So,
I actually completely forgot who was playing there.
Yeah, no.
I've got the stream on one screen.
I think now with the boys from Forky Mate, there's a bit more room now to push. So if I'm right, they're going to be capping A, B. Which one? Which ones are the old flags? It's home flags that they're not going to cap. Am I right?
Yes, home flags are not a. Hold on, I do have a song request here. from Jew. Let me see if I can find it again.
Okay,
Excuse my word.
But yeah, almost. I mean, I'm glad that you guys didn't leave the T5. I mean, you guys have always been a very strong T5 team. You know what I mean?
Okay,
Yeah,
Muscle. Apparently, this song is for you.
It's luckily not some funeral song or something that shows we dead.
Oh, who knows?
Now with the T5, as you said, we decided after much debate to leave the T12, and Destruction has also left the T5.
Yes,
But,
I saw that. I saw that.
With Mayhem, we decided to try and see how far we can go. But I use the lyrics.
Gotta unfortunately love the SA side of things, eh?
Oh, no limits. This is a dedication song from Jew for Whole Muscle.
Ah, thanks, dude.
Jew, we're on the same page here, my man.
I'll get you on Ruby Jet.
But sorry, almost you were saying before we were rudely interrupted like that.
No, well, we just, I was just saying, Mayhem, we decided to see how far we can go.
Yeah,
So
no, I'm so stoked, bro, because I think we are playing you guys
Monday now.
Well, hopefully Monday, and bro, it's gonna bring back some good memories, man.
I think
Those close matches. So. Oh, I loved it.
I think you guys are going to be a tough one to play.
Yeah, I know.
I've been looking forward to our matchup since the start. I think it's going to be a very good one.
How did you feel season 2 went for your team? I mean, we actually didn't get a chance to play you guys.
No. Look, season 2 with the T5, I was in Destruction, but obviously not being one of the top 5 guys, I barely had playtime. So that's why I said let me rather go to Mayhem and see what we can do there.
That's a problem when you got all those strong players. You don't often get game time. And I see they just spawned in now, I think. Yeah, they're going off now. But I agree with you 100%. I mean, you know, as a hungry player, you want as much game time as possible, and it's not a bad thing. It's not a bad thing to drop down to the second team so that you can get more game time.
Exactly. No, I don't feel. As I said, I mean, I said to Bokes and to Cookie as well. I know I'm not one of the top 5 players in Mad, not by far. So I mean, it makes sense to me as well.
Well, I mean, with Zamalek out the picture, maybe you are now, eh?
No, I think I'd still prefer. I think my brother is actually going to start in Destruction.
Apparently, we got another song request here for you, Muscle.
No, hold on. Leave those damn song requests alone.
Who's requesting
You're a
these?
better.
This one's from Mad Dog. It's Arms of an Angel. Yeah.
Mad Dog, you're not supposed to know that music.
Mad Dog's old, man. Mad Dog's a buddy here, but...
Hello's got like how many kids now? He's too many.
He's got Buddy on the way now.
He's got the third one on the way. Okay, let's go back to the non-copyright music.
Now we're back on the stream now.
Judge Dredd sitting on his
tank, and he's not pushing an objective.
He's just chilling. He's pushing in now, but I mean, he's supposed to have been on Delta already.
Exactly. I mean, okay, he's engaging the heavy tank on the left-hand side now, and it's a good position. He's got the higher ground, so it's a bit of an advantage, but he's dropped some smoke now, the Ginger Ninja. And
then he's just ninja'd.
Yeah, he just pulled a ninja, bro. Honestly, he's just pulled a ninja. And but he's getting pumped, though.
The thing is, I think he's got time. He's had time to repair now, so now...
He's on half health at the moment, and he's still getting hits. Oh, he's caught your health. One, 2 hits or so. Yeah, this is when he needs to finish him. And one more hit and he's done. He's getting repairs though. Quick repairs. They actually might get the repair on this. And that thing's on full...
in trouble now as well.
Oh, and Ginger Ninja, one more hit and he's finished.
But the thing is, if he had Judge Dredd for support on that, they could have taken out Ginger Ninja easily there.
Yeah.
But Judge Dredd still, he's chilling here in the back.
I can't understand. Yeah, it's like they don't want to risk the tank, but they want to risk the tank. You know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly. They're not sure. It's. I think.
I mean, look. Let's look how many fucking mates are on the hill.
Yeah.
They're getting flanked on the left here by Red. We've got Amir and who's it? Daze. And they're pushing the tank right now. They're running right next to the tank. And shock, they got dropped. 1-2, 1-2, one left. Amir is holding back for spawn here on the left hand side. He's just in front of the echo flag. He's been spotted now. And he's dropping back for spawn.
But I mean, there's two players now chasing down Amir.
Yeah, I see that.
Completely. Well, he takes down one, so maybe it's not.
Okay. So Brawler gets the kill there, and the guys are now pushing on the Delta flag.
See, like even no one's using the plane. Ah, they're jumping out. Bravo.
But I am checking. Red have dominated the entire blimp, or the Zeppelin. I mean, they're all over the entire
from
area.
the start.
And I mean,
well, let's see if
it doesn't look like they've noticed that they've landed behind them, have taken B. I mean...
Oh, nice little capture by them. Nice one on B. That means it's a 2-on-2 flag.
Gummy Bear
but
has
maybe
picked up
the
this.
my boys are aware of what's happening around you now. We've got Lem now sitting in the corner there on the E flag itself. I mean, slowly contesting. We've got both Achilles, Empress, busy pushing from the top of the hill there, busy obviously wiping out the guys. I mean, this is going to be an easy cap for the boys at Red, though. I mean, best they're not going to stand a chance there against four of the boys there. Very, very, very untidy player from Forky Mates at the moment. I mean, they are giving it their all. However, we do see they've got 5 players that are sitting on that C flag, and then we've got Big Boot busy pushing up through the mid now to go for that D point there. And I mean, is there any specific layout that you would expect from these guys coming through this game?
The one thing
they're completely overcompensating on the flags, overcommitting. With the moment you see you've got a flag, you leave 1 or 2 guys at most on the flag, and then you push up. But I mean, here, as you said, they've got 5 guys, or they had 5 guys on the flag, which is totally unnecessary.
All I can say that the Red guys' strats today are so on point. I mean, they're working it quite well. I mean, they're going to a flag, capping it, pushing off to the next one, leaving 1 guy behind. Their tanks are being exceptional tonight. I mean, they are using them so well.
The one thing I would have expected on this map, I won't lie, is the long flags. It doesn't look like anybody's used them. I mean, yeah, they've used the plane to drop off a player or 2, but not using the boundaries to their advantage.
Stu, I just got a message here on the thing. The guys are struggling to hear your voice through that music.
How's that sound, Zach?
Singing, yeah, shot through.
Well, it's in the end by Linkin Park, so...
yeah. No, the guys were thinking you were singing, but I said it's a laugh.
Yeah, my voice isn't that good.
So now, guys, I mean, it's not so far. I mean, the Forky Mate boys have pushed back a little bit here, but who the hell's capping F?
I know, it was a heavy tank driving through F. So it's a bit slow, but they got out in time.
But I mean, yeah, Springbok, why did he spawn on Echo?
I know.
I think he might have picked up that there's no Red members close to D. I mean...
Yeah, maybe he's pushing the back flank and having tank as support on the right. I mean, there's the tank! Use it, bro! Get into the fight! Jeez, bro. I need to get in there, bro.
Well, you almost did. Twice.
No, dude. It's really helped these guys yesterday. They're such a great team. I know they can play amazing. They're just struggling tonight.
Yeah, because the one thing I've noticed
Well,
is once Forky Mate took that D flag, the entire red team has pulled off away from the main objective and went to tackle that B flag. I mean, now they've left. I think it looks like about 4 players on B. Yeah, and they just captured B, taking out 2 Forky Mate, Forky Mate Brawler and Vic. I'm not going to even finish the rest of that one.
Nice, they're pushing on Charlie right now. Full squad. I love what I'm seeing now. They're spreading out, not too many guys on the flag. They're pushing for the Delta flag. This is going to be a big play for Forky Mate. If they get this, it's a double. This is the Forky Mate we know.
This is the play that they should have done.
Yes. And now, that Ginger Ninjas, he's getting pumped, bro. He's absolute.
Finally, Judge Dredd, there we go. Judge Dredd actually pushing in with the tank and not just chilling back.
There we go, yeah. And he's using that light tank very well. Sneaking up on the guys, right on their toes and just dropping them.
See what he does here to Daz and Chowing Bunnies.
That Chowing Bunnies is on the ground for days, bro.
And he gets taken out.
He got chowed like a bunny chow.
Now Judge Dredd needs to wreck. I see, now Forky Mate, now they immediately need to push onto Bravo.
Yeah, now they're gonna push.
There should be a squad halfway down to Bravo already, and I don't see that.
Well, we do from the Forky Mate's point of view, though. I mean, I would spread themselves evenly across the blimp at the moment. Maybe have about 4 players on different key points of the blimp and that. And get the rest of the actions to push down the hill. Obviously, protecting, I mean, just let's put it per squad, just to say. And I mean, obviously, if there's a bit of shit that goes down on those different points and that, there's an easy, quick spawn point for the boys just to recapitalize on that point that's been taken away from them. I mean, it's simple. The guys just need to apply themselves in that matter.
But I mean, Ginger Ninja just picking up a double. Ah, maybe. Oh, couldn't get the triple.
Tank and 4 guys from Forky Mate, and they can't get. Okay, well, they take out Frisk.
I mean, he's been playing phenomenal at the moment from the Red Boys. I mean, running 16 and 5 at the moment. Frisk, absolutely on fire this game.
It feels like Ricky is the handyman with oh my word, that tank's gonna drop now.
Yes, you can be lucky the tank hunter flew into the blimp.
Oh jeez. Oh, now the tank needs to seriously start engaging the enemies on the left hand side here.
See what Lemnol does.
And that's going to be the end of Dunkana by the looks of it. That is him down.
And Lazy just, I don't know how he got out of that tank. He must be absolute. Yes, he is low. His health is so low, bro. He's a midget right now. Jesus.
I've got to say, if the Forky Mate boys keep it up like this, I mean, continually contesting those 2 objectives, they can actually walk away with the winner. But it looks like we've got now 6 of the Red Boys busy contesting that D flag. We've got both Alpha Whiskey and Baller pushing them from behind. Are the boys aware that the guys are there? They are aware that Brawler's there and Alpha Whiskey.
Yeah? Towards Bravo, it's a big butt. He's pushing Bravo now and he's getting the cap. Maybe he's trying to pull some of the red guys back to Bravo.
Yeah, see, that'll be a smart move though. It's spawning to see, not the rest of the squad spawning on them. Maybe they're still alive.
Definitely break the momentum of the boys from red the minute you take their home flag and that. Because I mean, it throws them completely off guard and they start scattering themselves. And it's the thing that I noticed about the guys in that. They kept their home flag, you throw the red boys offline, and then it's just an easy cap for that whole blimp situation.
Is that a like a hack that you got there, that you cap home flag and throw them completely offline, bro?
Yeah, it's Kronos 2.0. I do see that Miku is in his light tank, but he has not realized that they've just lost B. I mean, he's running away from B completely.
Yeah, he's driving right into Charlie, but I think they're trying to prioritize Charlie and Delta as main flag objectives right now. I see B is getting kept back, so maybe that was a good communication through there, saying, don't stress, push the tank to Charlie, we've got 3. And it seems like 3 plus the heavy tank, I don't see them holding B much longer.
But what I can say about Fokimate is it seems like they gather outside the objectives and they don't push enough.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
definitely. They play too tightly as a little group together. I mean, it just makes it easy picking for the Red Oaks.
Exactly, so it's just easy. I mean, here's Daz coming up behind Judge Shred and Springbok. There he gets his spawn, so he's going to probably take both.
Well, we've got Charlie getting capped, which is nice. I hope they can have a big push on Delta. And
Zach, is it better on them, my bud?
Hey, bro, I'm telling you now, I'm exhausted. You have no idea. Rough day at work.
Ah, dude, I was just so happy that today's the first again, dude. Brand new month, fresh start, a little bit laid off today. I mean, that gave me a lot of opportunities to catch up on the Discord chats and that.
Yeah, okay.
No, you know, first of every month, your balance is back at 0 there.
Yeah.
You need to either check your phone the whole time or just make peace with that you're going to miss half of it.
Especially on the roast, I mean, a lot of things happen just as like a split instant. I mean,
Exactly.
things just go
Something
off.
just needs a small spark and then the roast goes off.
Well, talking
Yeah,
about
like-
that, I mean, a massive shout out to Shadow Master today, I think his name is, giving us a lot of entertainment that side.
I didn't check
Shadow,
my roast.
what happened? What happened on Shadow Master? For the viewers.
Yeah, it's
Not stream
yeah,
friendly?
No, it is stream friendly, but at the end of the day, it just causes a lot of shit for everyone. So I'm gonna keep it off stream. I'll tell you guys behind the scenes rather.
Alright, lekker.
Go to roast to go see what it's worth.
Yeah, but unfortunately, you have to scroll through like I think it was about over 1,500 messages today.
Yeah, I mean,
it's
guys, seriously, you guys kept that roast channel alive today. I didn't even bother reading, I just cleared it.
Oh, it's a big shout out to the LGD boys for keeping it live, really.
Yesterday. And they love roasting us.
Yeah. Anyway, we've got a huge push coming on from Fokimate onto the D flag, and we see Springbok with those cheeky little dips there on Brisk Frisk at the moment. I mean, that's one thing he is well known for, are those cheeky little teabags there. And him obviously getting dropped there by Ginger Ninja. He says, not today, mother, not today.
You're Irish.
Let's see here
You're
now,
Irish
Dankano.
ninja.
Dankano is sitting outside of objective. He's got two guys repping, but he's still not pushing in.
Yeah, they need to get in there, and it's a little bit too late now. They know the tank's there.
Yeah, but I mean, they could. If you look at the objective, Fokimate has a lot more players in and around the objective than Red does, but still no one's contesting the flag. There we go now.
Yeah, now only, but they're losing. Look at, they just run into the objective, don't see the tank, and just getting pumped. I mean, Alpha Whiskey's the only one, and there he goes.
Yeah, there he goes. I think Fokimate must.
Oh, big push on Delta. Look at this.
Yeah, see, but now they're also overcommitting. Half those players must push to Charlie.
Yeah, and now look at now
There's
this
a
is
lot of the
huge.
guys are completely unaware that Red's actually sitting on E at the moment, busy taking the flag comfortably while the rest of the Fokimate boys push that D points and that.
Three players have noticed they are running from
three
D.
players, yeah, going down.
We've got
But-
Springbok,
What's it?
Vic, and
3v4, so that'll be interesting.
Von.
That'll be interesting. We've got higher ground versus the lower ground. Springbok's going quickly down. He's gonna see if he gets an engagement here. He might get dropped. He gets dropped. The other one gets dropped. 2 versus 1, 1 versus 2, 2 versus 0, and that's it. And Red holds Echo with greatest of ease.
And Red takes back Bravo as well.
I mean, look, hopefully at the end of this, I mean, whether Red wins it or not, I mean, it'll be great to see a third map out of these Oaks tonight. I mean, obviously some great sportsmanship coming in from a lot of teams that actually do go that extra mile just to throw in that third map and that.
And the fog is busy
So, yeah.
really good.
Yeah, the fog is here. It's basically a Bob Marley concert right now.
Yeah, and it makes spectating a bit hard.
Well, let's go some first person. Let's do some exciting people like Amir. Let's spectate Amir.
So, Ruan, I mean, you've obviously got it on first hand, and that the whole community basically knows that Amir is a handful at the end of the day. I mean, how was your guys' experience with him at the end of the day?
Look, Amir is a great player. I won't take that away from him. But yeah, I don't want to say something too negative, but he can be a handful at times. But yeah, as I said, really good player, and you can see that in his game tonight as well.
No, definitely, man.
I think it's Daz, or yeah, it's Daz who took him under his wing and said that he's gonna sort him out. So it seems like it's been working.
Yeah, no, definitely, man. Looks like we've got a massive push coming in here from the boys at Forky, mate. They're onto that D flag. We've got, how many of them? We've got 5 of them contested with 2 of the boys from Red on the outskirts over there of the blimp and that. Boys from Forky, mate, are just dropping like flies at the moment around those guys from Red, eh?
Amir just picked up what's that, a Pentagon feed, bro. Jesus.
Pentagon feed.
It was that bad, bro. I'm telling you. Jeez, I just saw so many Forky mates. I think Brawler died to him 3 times in one laugh. Fuck.
Let me jump on you with Amir for a little bit.
What's happening here on Echo?
Duncan says Daz is 100% responsible for Amir.
Oof.
Oof, okay.
And I know Duncan will also say that Daz is a bit of a loose one on the Rose channel as well now. I mean, he does expose himself kind of a bit on the Rose channel, but he's a phenomenal actor. I've got to give him 2 thumbs up from my side. I mean, what a great actor at the end of the day.
Guys,
So
look at Echo now. Echo has 4 Forky players on it, and I mean, that's completely unnecessary.
Yeah, it just feels now they're gonna go in a little bit short-staffed on Delta, and realize that there's too many people to serve bullets to.
I think Forky is taking it as they play. So they're literally shouting out, someone go to Delta and someone go to wherever.
Yeah.
Instead of assigning certain objectives
Roles
to
for the
exactly.
teams.
I've just received a
I mean, now
WhatsApp
there's
from...
8 guys on Delta, Forky and no one on Charlie.
Yeah, it's just very tough right now. You're saying, Stu?
I received a WhatsApp from our one and only female recruit that left us to join her husband in another team, Mrs. Mad Dog. She wants a shout out, so shout out to Mrs. Mad Dog. And then we have a comment here from Mad Dog again. Red are the only clan with balls to recruit him here.
Yeah, no, both of them both the Mad Dogs are asking us out there for a shout out and that. So yeah, man, thank you guys for tuning in. It's always a great pleasure to have some good friends busy watching the stream and that. And unfortunately, in the gaming industry, some clan hoppers, or some would call it traitors. But hope you guys are enjoying your time with the monkeys, eh?
Hold on. Do you understand, monkey, bro? I don't speak ape.
Well, Zach, when you shout absolutes, you know you're on the right path there.
Anyone understands absolute, bro? I mean, well, every time I say absolute, I think of a what's it, the seagull screaming with his head in the back.
Oh, the one meme that you made for you there, my bud.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. I mean, it's a fantastic. I mean, the monkeys are having a fantastic season at the moment. I mean, obviously taking down Red at the moment. And I mean, the greatest matchup that we're going to be watching this season coming from the first division would be the monkeys versus LGD. And that would be in week 7, if I'm not mistaken.
That's a long way to go, though.
Yeah, the last match of the season, though.
Because the thing is, in these types of matches with the T12, your vehicle players are key. And I mean, if you look at MSMK, they've got both the Thompson brothers. They've got Safastra as a pilot.
They've got Bones in the tank.
Yeah, exactly. So they've got their vehicle players are extremely strong.
Ah, but then you have a look at LGD at the end of the day, where they've possibly got the greatest tanker in the game at the moment. I mean, Rob Rodding would obviously shoot me for this, but Sergeant Leadfeeder, also an ex-MSMK player. I mean, yeah,
I don't know. I don't know.
Fantastic tanker.
Would you say between him? Would you say him between him or what's it now, Steve-O?
No, definitely still Leadfeeder. Leadfeeder is probably the greatest. Yeah, Steve is very good, but probably Leadfeeder as the best tanker in the industry at the moment.
Yeah,
But I mean, coming to the closing end round over there, guys, we see Forkumate busy falling once again to the hands of Red at the moment. And we've got Amir Alucard going 37-13. Definitely the man of the match coming from the Reds boys itself. And Chris just flying in there with a dirty little 36-12. And having a look over through to the Forkumate boys side, we've got Von Prop with 24-21, and the next outstanding guy would be Duncono again in the tank with 19-4, and a little bit disappointing from Alpha Whiskey dropping that negative this game. But I mean, yeah, hats off to the boys from Red. It doesn't look like we're going to get that third map at the end of the day, though. I mean, with some of the 4Q boys leaving already.
Yeah, no, I think it was a bit of a tough one for them tonight. I really hoped that the Forkumate would have won tonight, but I guess it's just another stumble for them. But I know they're a strong team. They'll dust themselves off, get back up, and just carry on with the story of Battlefield.
No, definitely. I mean, this was a fantastic matchup. I mean, honestly, from my side, I really thought that we would have a tighter game by the two lads tonight. I mean, from both Forkumate as well as Red. But I mean, Red just getting their bearings together and just capitalizing from every single moment, and then just cleaning up the boys from Forkumate and denying them any opportunity of seeking that first win this season, though. So very unlucky to the boys from Forkumate, but what a battle you guys put on for us tonight, and a great show.
Yeah, no, definitely. I mean, the guys did show some really good moves and tanking skills from the Red side, and unfortunately, it is what it is. They won it because they were there the whole time, I guess.
Yeah, I think their strats in the end of the day were much better than Forkumate's. But as I said during the game as well, I think Forkumate relied on communication to just, you guys move on there, instead of assigning roles to each squad.
Oh yeah. I mean, if you assign a role to a squad, you run between home flag and thing. I mean, then you know you're comfortable. If something goes wrong, you can ask your squad, "What's going on there? Why are you losing that flag?"
Exactly.
You need, and then you know the guys are going to come back and assist, or you'll have one guy cap the flag as a distraction.
Exactly, and then you'll also have the guys that are responsible for this flag hanging back for respawns, stuff like that.
Yeah, exactly that.
I mean, look, at the end of the day, I mean, for teams like this, I mean, like I said earlier, I mean, Forkumate being definitely a social team more than actually competitive, but have got that great competitive streak within them. I mean, obviously some of the players itching for it, though. I mean, the rest of the guys are just there for the socialism. But I mean, yeah, I mean, having a look at these two teams coming into Division 1, I mean, there was a big thing about it. It's right in the beginning of the season, and that's, I mean, these guys really need to start working on strats if they want to hang there at the top there with the boys in that. I mean, you have a look at along the likes of when AOV is back, both S187 as well as the Mad, the guys from MSMK, LGD. I mean, those oaks have all got their bearings together. I mean, they are continuously working on new strats all the time, and that also they've got phenomenal players that work on their one-on-ones the whole time. We won't mention other things, though. I mean, let's put that, it's not stream safe. But
yeah.
I mean, yeah, I mean, unfortunately, hang with the guys, and you're gonna need to get your strats into place and just start working on your competitive nature at the end of the day. I mean, there's a lot of youngsters that are itching and burning to be in the Division 1.
Exactly.
Yeah, no, definitely.
Yeah, boys,
so, I mean,
I would say it was a good match overall. Just expected a bit more from the Forkumates. Unfortunately, just couldn't get it.
Yeah, I mean, it's a really great matchup tonight. I mean, like you said, I mean, really expected more from the boys at Forkumate and that. I mean, a little bit ill-disciplined through some of the points of both maps and that. But I mean, regardless of that, I mean, what a good team, and for soldiering on through that game, and mad respect to the boys from Forkumate as well as Red, though.
Yeah, and take nothing away from Red. Great game, good strats. They deserved the win.
Well, Muscle, yourself?
Yeah, well, I think it was great games. I thought we were going to go to a third map. I asked them to do it, but seems like they didn't want to tonight. But I mean, yeah, congrats to Red for taking the win. And I think Forkumate will learn from this and come back stronger.
Yeah, no,
definitely.
Alright,
Shu,
gents, just
anything?
end the stream. Oh, sorry, Shu, you want to say something?
Oh, hell no. I'm all good.
Alright. Alright, guys, just to end the stream, I just want to say a special guest, thank you very much for joining us, Home Muscle. We really enjoyed you being here with us and chatting and all the camaraderie. It was absolutely amazing.
Thanks for having me, and I'll see you guys again next time.
Yeah, for
Yeah,
sure.
no
man.
problem.
We're excited for our
Send
game
a
on Monday.
party
Though.
invite number. Yeah, me too.
Alright.
Let's get some of the
Alright,
guys to stream that as well.
And as for everyone just watching our game for the stream tonight and rooting on the boys from both Forkumate as well as Red, thank you so much for tuning in. If you guys don't mind, please just pop us a like over Twitter at Royal Esports as well as on Instagram, and then just give the page a like and subscribe and just give us a good follow there, gents.
Yeah,
Anyway,
that'd
boys,
be great.
thank you. Yeah, man, and to yourself, Mr. Greatman, thank you for the leading streamer tonight, my boy. We really appreciate you as always.
No limits, thank you for all your technical assistance.
Oh, we didn't offer that much tonight though, but yeah, definitely looking forward to the games coming up soon, and that's, I mean, definitely want to be a part of the MSK and LGD stream, and that's it's going to be really great. But anyway,
Yeah.
guys, for all the viewers out there, I mean, thank you so much for tuning in, and definitely just stick around for the next stream coming from the Royal Boys. If you guys want to catch us, we'll be again streaming next week for the MSMK as well as the SNLV Dom matchup on Wednesday.
Alright. Cheers, guys.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Cheers.